Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and whenever you may watch this replay. My name is Sherry, and I am with Ratchet Up Your Art, and we're going live for 100 days for the 100-day project, where we create art for 30 minutes and try to find some stress relief and energy before we go into whatever our day brings. And was gonna say something else, but as true typical Sherry fashion, totally forgot what that was. Anyway, good morning, Christina. Glad to have you back. I hope you're doing well. So, real quick, just before we get started on all our projects, which I don't know where I put them now. Oh, I see them. Okay. Whew, thought I lost them. Okay. So, today we're gonna finish creating that cardinal, work on the other piece, and then Christine, I'm hoping we can get to your item today. If not, it will definitely be tomorrow. So, um, but with that, tomorrow, we'll open up the store for general sale for the cardinals. There are for every purchase of a cardinal, you will receive postcard prints of each of the four birds. So, definitely look for that tomorrow to open up. If you're a priority list member, don't forget you have until midnight tonight to make your final selection before everyone else is able to get into the store. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So um yesterday we worked on this one. So today what we'll probably do is play with some oxides on top of this texture paste. And I just chose this color, but not sure if that's the color I'm using, but that's what I chose. On this one, we want to finish this one up. So hopefully we'll get to this one and then the other one that I posted out on the community. But so I went ahead and glued this design on top of the bird. And then yesterday we did the tree. And so today I want to add some lines. So this looks like a tree. And of course, I've lost my little piece right there for the tree, which we may just have to create a new one. Fun times. Um, there it is. I found it. I thought I'd lost it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and create that. He will be the last thing that we glue on. So let's just go ahead and work on the tree itself. Now, I wanted to try a few things. I was looking at some colored pencils. I mean, it's a blue tree. If I add brown bark to it, it might not look right. So we're going to add blue bark to it. And of course, I don't have my other colored pencils, so it's typical. All right, let's just kind of block that light. I don't know why we have that light there, but so I'm looking at some Prismacolor pencils is what I'm looking at. I am also, that's more of a blue purple. And I have some different blues here. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Now I can see the ridges of the glue on here, so I'm just curious what would happen if I just lightly try, well, maybe not. Oh, I got to go a little harder. Okay. So I'm just using the edge of my pencil here to kind of pick up the textures that I'm seeing off the paint to see if that makes any kind of interesting looking bark. I'm not really looking for a shadow like you've seen me do in other lives. I don't really, it's going to be pretty flat. I'm just trying to give it some texture here. And I don't think I can pick up any of the, no, there's not a lot of texture on the, well, maybe there is some. Okay. Well. Okay. And let's just add a little bit of differences in color. And I might just go in and just add some lines here around the lines that we already created. Now I know I talked yesterday about making this more like where the tree blends into this other like stump looking thing. So this branch, that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, Sherry, there you go. She made a shadow. True Sherry fashion here today. Don't listen to what I think I'm going to do. I listen to my instincts. That's exciting. So I don't know if you could see that, but I went ahead and darkened right here. It's a thing with me. I can't let go. I'm trying really hard. But when it comes to realistic things, I just yeah, it's not happening. It's just I guess it's just the type of artist I am. Wow, that was my white Stabilo pencil. Found that. I was wondering where that was. Is there a different blue? Let's, oh, some of these are not sharpened. That's real fun. Oh, I do not like these kind. I don't like, okay, so there's differences in the Prismacolor pencils. This one is called a very thin, or a Verta thin, Verithin, very thin, I guess. Not a fan of those. They are more of a harder color pencil, as whereas this Prismacolor pencil doesn't tell you what kind it is, but it's a softer one, and I like it easier than I do the harder ones. So I don't like that one. I'm going in with just a little bit of white since I don't have a lighter blue. And it doesn't look like it blends in really well, but here we go. It's just going to be a thing. Just kind of give it a sense of that goes together. So, and what is this one? That is not. Let me just. I really like the darkness here. Okay, I really like how that's looking at the bottom. It's kind of contrasted with this white up at the top, or light blue, whatever you want to call it. Well, and then let's put a little bit, I mean, there's going to be a shadow right here under this, but because of the bird, it's going to be right there. It's just going to be very faint. All right. Fix and sneeze. Oh. Excuse me. You like the very thin for detailed work? I don't like this. I don't, maybe on regular paper, it would probably be really nice. For when I use it with paint, because I use my colored pencils with paint a lot, Christina, I find I do not like it. It's not soft enough, if that makes sense. Maybe if it's on paper, it's probably really good, but for the I use a lot like it with my cardinal birds, I use colored pencils as well as Posca markers and like all the things, right? So, um, yeah, I'm not a fan of the very thin on the type of art that I do. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a little tight there on the. Let's add this little guy here. Well, maybe not. Do you like it on the paper or what do you use your very thin for? I mean, besides detail. Do you use it on paper or do you use it like I do, Christina? I'm just curious. Ooh, let's see if I can get this back in here. Oh, coloring books. Okay. So more paper like. Got it. All right. Let's just go with medium tone here and just add. There's not the same kind of texture on this little piece that looks like a branch. So we're just making it up as we go. I think I'm going to go more darker blue and continue that on. And I'm going to hit it with the white on this little edge here to just show some dimension. Okay, here we are. I just want to hit that right there, which should, and then we need a little bit of dark right in here to show some depth. Okay. Oh my gosh, you got up in time. Hey, Mama Juju, how are you? I am so glad you are up. That you made it. That's amazing. Okay. So we just did the tree here. And we did the bird yesterday. So this goes back to Dragon Days Shadowings who suggested this. So I thought this was a cute little piece here. I'm pretty cute with it, happy with it. Where did my oh there it goes. I thought I didn't need this, but all right. So we're gonna glue this little die cut on here. Maybe we'll get the feet. If not, we'll just go over it with some other stuff. Okay, seeing this into the hole is not always the easiest thing to do. All right. And see, Mama Juju, and Christina, I know they were teasing me at the last craft showdown. I'm not sure when our next one is, but we just kind of been busy with all the graduation things. Not me, but my partner. With all the graduation things. So that's what's going on. And bring that back down on the tree just a little bit. So now it looks like this bird is sitting on a tree because that was the problem I was having last time. And that's why we create a tree is to plant the bird, as I call it, plant the bird. Now the only thing that I'm not liking here, there's a few things on this bird we got to fix. One of them is this white. I don't know what's going on with the white. Why there's white there. But we're going to color that in with red. I just don't like where that white is. And then we got to plant his feet. He's still floating in the air just a little bit. So we're going to plant him onto this tree by adding some shadow. He's kind of standing in the air. And his little paw, his little claw, not paw, but claw needs to sit right there. So maybe putting some glue underneath there. Okay. He's been planted. Let's see how that looks. All right. Gonna take some red. I'm gonna find a red. And we're just gonna color that in. No. Okay, don't like the way that looked. Darker red. There we go. We got rid of that white. Oh, there's another one. What? Oh, that just needs to be glued down. Okay, we'll do that. So we finally finished that one. Who knew that it was going to take me that long to finish? But here we are. Now I do. We need glue, little glue there, and I'm not liking that where this claw is. So we're gonna push the claw down. And of course, I didn't get it up underneath the claw. Well, because that's what I do. Glue. So, Mama Juju, I do glue. I do glue my stuff down. I didn't already say that. Unlike when I run out of time, which, we'll run out of time today too. Okay. So you have some graduation tomorrow. You got 2 graduate. Congratulations to all the grads out there. That is amazing. As a mom whose child will graduate in 2 years, I'm already feeling the sadness. But I have 2 years to deal with it. I'll put it that way. So, I lost my needle, but that's typical for me. Oh, there it is. It's in the thing. All right. Now, the only thing I'm not liking is this orange, but we'll think about that. We may not do anything to it. Or we may go in there and maybe we'll put some words or something in there. I don't know. We'll see. But Dragon Days, here you go. That's what you challenged me to do. We do have a little bit of a double head there. I'm not too concerned about that. It kind of blends in. So, but there you go. That was the request for this little guy. May go back in and put some words in there. Don't know yet. That's another problem for another day. All right, let's go into this one. As we started yesterday, I wanted to really bring forward the texture paste that I put on here using one of the stencils. And then wanted to see what that would kind of look like. And then we're going to, I know it just made it all blue. Got it. But we're going to go back and do the Tim Holtz thing where we put water on it and pick up water. So let's see what we do there. All right. Not bad for just randomly picking a color, which I got on Hobby. Was it Hobby Lobby? No, I got this at Joann's when they were going out of their sale. I was at the very end of probably their sale where they were getting rid of all their stuff. And so I got that. All right, let's add some more back in there. It does not create the dots that he does. Probably because it's a different thing, but that's okay. I wanted to brighten it up just a little bit, so still working on it just a little bit. Oh, I know what I want to do. Hold on. Brain just came up. Let's go in here and really accent some of these. It's a little wet still. All right, well, we'll come back to that. So, Christina, I forgot what you asked me to do on the other one. As soon as I find it, who knows where I put it? Okay, I can't find it. It's in here on this craft table somewhere. Wow. Not seeing it. I guess that's a tomorrow problem. Dang. Oh, here's one we have to work on. I don't know if y'all saw this one here. I didn't finish it. I have a lot of unfinished little ones. I'll just say that. Let me have that back. I'm waiting for this one to dry, so I can't finish that. That's the problem. All right. So this little sailboat. We need to, since I have the blues out, we can go ahead and go in with a sailboat and work on this one. Since we only have a few moments left. So I don't know if you all saw that post I did about the Great Wave. So that is an actual Japanese artwork that was done back in the 1700s, did I say? I had to find it on the internet, but it's a very famous painting. And I'm just darkening these edges of the white here just to kind of make it look like it's more of a giant wave. But that famous painting has, anybody who has studied art history like I have, like that's one of the main things you learn about. So I just felt like the Great Wave was very similar to this. And then since then I saw someone who took the AI and generated a motion graphic of the Great Wave and people on a boat and like, I guess, was it on a boat or was it a paddle boat? Maybe it was a paddle boat. Anyway, I don't know if you've seen that. I saw that on the social webs, if you will, social media. So and then it fades into another, like a scene of Japan or something. I don't know if you've seen that on the internet, but thought it was interesting how that was just very timing, or was Big Brother listening, or saw my post, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting how things like that come up, Big Brother, I call it Big Brother, but where your phone's listening to you. So I'll probably have another post like that. Now that I've mentioned it, my phone's sitting right next to me. But anyway, we're just adding some color into these waves here. And we use paint skins on this one as well. And it takes the colored pencils, like this white, very nicely. Like, I like the way that the paint skins might be coming into my future. I'm really surprised by the paint skins and using them as a medium to create with. So I'm going to go darker in some of these areas. I know it just looks like I'm randomly just coloring. Anyway, so we're getting, oh, it's start. I often look at the monitor to see how it looks because when you're doing your artwork, you need to kind of stand back a little bit to look at it. And so I use the monitor in that fashion to see what maybe you're seeing. And I'm really feeling the water go up. I don't know if that's how it looks to you, but I'm starting to see it. That's what I'm trying to say. It does. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mama Juju. Is that stuck on there or is that glued on there? I guess it is glued on there. That's just weird that I would have one that looks like that. Now let's take these medium colors and kind of, because it's so stark with the white, let's just add a little bit of the blue back into that white to kind of give it a more, like, they're not sticking out. They're being planted. We're planting our waves. You wouldn't have thought I was a gardener. No, I'm just joking. So there we go. Add a little bit of white in there. Might have to go back with a Posca pen because the white is just not as bright as I like it. We're running out of time because someone's got to get to her day job. All right. There we go. So far, we have more work to do on that one. So this is still drying. We'll go back and play with that. I like how that one's starting to really look. Real quick. Real quick. With each cell of the originals artwork, you will get the 4 postcarded prints. And so tomorrow the doors open up for general sale for everyone, for whatever is left of the original cardinals. And priority members, you have until midnight tonight to get first dibs. And so go ahead and do that. Now, if you don't want if you can't get one of the originals, I have this option where you can just buy the 4 postcards. So, and each postcard comes back on the back of them has their little stories about each of the cardinals and what they represent, and just little reminders for you in your everyday life, as well as the cardinals themselves. And they'll have little stories. I don't have them on there yet, but there will be little stories on the back of them as a reminder as well. So with that, appreciate you, Mama Juju and Christina, for joining me today. And whoever else may be watching, thank you for that. I do appreciate it when you guys are here with me. It does brighten my day. So thank you so much. And if I will be back tomorrow and we will continue working on our project. And Christina, as soon as I find my little, oh, just found it. It was hidden. So we will be working on the one that I couldn't find to work on tomorrow. You still have an opportunity to put something in the community post out on YouTube if you want to add to tomorrow's little 4x4. abstract collage. So I definitely would be interested in seeing what you post there. And with that, I hope you have a great day and thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art.